Welcome to Kyle Filipowski's favorite podcast, Sammy and Marissa's Husbands. We're going to start today with a little This Day in History by Trey, and then we're going to get into the agenda for you. All right, take it away.
Yeah, Kyle Filipowski, I don't know how he's even alive after that gruesome injury he suffered when they stormed the court, but he was obviously healthy enough to trip Harrison Ingram last night, plenty of time. So, but this day in history, 10th of March, 1991, UNC beats Duke 96-74 in the ACC championship game. Good old Coach Davis, Hubert Davis scores 17, and the tournament MVP, Rick Fox, scores 25.
Rick Fox, handsome man.
Handsome, very handsome. I don't know if he was better basketball player or actor. What's your take on that?
A basketball player. He led the
Yeah.
NBA in steals when he played for the Celtics. He had 3 championships with the Lakers. He's a good player.
Yeah, really not close. He's just handsome.
Yeah.
All right, so that's today. I figured that was fitting based on the Super Bowl last night. But agenda, obviously, we just did this day in history. We got Duke UNC recap, a little bit of a suggested segment. Go over some of our favorite nicknames, picks record, best bet, a couple homeowner things that you renters probably don't know about. But we'll put you on game, and then good old multi-sport athlete by Tyler. So Duke UNC series sweep. We needed that. We needed that big time. We handled them pretty good when it was at the Smith Center. I was a little nervous going into Cameron, just because generally we switch, or we split the series every season. So I honestly thought, like, I knew it was gonna be a close game, but I honestly thought we were gonna lose that one. But freaking Cormac Ryan, sick in the head.
I just watched I didn't watch the game live. I watched the condensed game, and man, he was sniping.
Yeah, I think he hit 6 threes. And if he hits 6 threes, like, we're gonna be good because they took RJ Davis out of the game. I think he scored like less than 10, and it was all floaters. I don't even think he shot a three all game. So um Filipowski's too small. He can't. I mean, he's great. Like, he's a really good player offensively, but Baycott's just too big for him.
No, yeah, I mean he's very skilled offensively. But a lot of the stuff I was watching, they had that young Garden Baycott to try and keep Filipowski out of foul trouble.
Right. Yeah. I think he got 4 fouls with like 8 minutes left. So he basically didn't play defense the last 8 minutes of the game. Um, my favorite part of the evening was Coach K in the building. Um, Coach K in his last few times watching the Carolina game has not ended well. Go all the way back to the Final Four. We ruined his exit in Cameron. Their like senior night. Then we met him in the Final Four. Final Four, Caleb Love just fucking crushed dreams. And then tonight, Coach K gets to watch him go down at Cameron. I love that shit.
You are you are a typical UNC fan.
They're gonna say the same shit about us. If fucking Roy Williams would have been there, they'd have said the same thing. But did you see the fans like throwing drinks at
No,
the
I didn't see that. I just everything I saw was pretty much just every made basket.
okay, yeah, after the game, they shake hands or whatever, and Carolina's obviously excited. It's a rivalry game. They just win. They're all having fun with each other on the bench, and the Duke fans are throwing their water cups and drinks out of the stands like at the Carolina team, and they took it fine. They were just laughing and like waving by and all this stuff, but like, really, you guys are gonna throw drinks? Like, all the media people are like, there's water all over their laptops.
I'll tell you what wouldn't have happened. They wouldn't have done that shit if Ron Artest, Steven Jackson, or Jermaine O'Neal were down there.
You're goddamn right they wouldn't. Those little white Duke kids would have got their ass whipped. Um, I do think it's hilarious that Duke got beat by a dude that looks like he would go to Duke. Like, Cormac Ryan looks like he'd play at Duke.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like
White.
super pale, yeah, white, super pale, super white, like very animated, complains about calls. Like he just kind of looks like a Duke player. Don't get me wrong. I love Cormac Ryan. I would hate him if he played for Duke though.
But he's a Carolina white guy because Duke white guys, truthfully, are better than Cormac Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah. Generally they're a little bit more skilled for sure. Um, but some about Cormac Ryan, he gets freaking in the trenches. That dude's a warrior.
I mean, he looked like he was talking last night too.
Oh, he was letting him know.
Yeah.
He let him know. Like Armando Baycott tweeted, he said, "Somebody get Cormac because he's sick in the head." Like after the game.
I mean, I watched like when I was. I mean, obviously those games always end up being close, but when I was watching, it was like 17-4. I was like,
Yeah, we
I,
went up big. Ryan hit, I think, three threes in the first 5 minutes, and I had him plus 1.5 threes. So I was ecstatic in the first 5 minutes. Should have taken plus 2.5. Should have taken plus 5.5. He had 6 of the motherfuckers, but yeah, he went nuts. They started to come back. I knew it was going to be close. Like it's a Carolina Duke game; they're always close. It got a little hairy down at the end. They called a charge late in the game. I think it was like 30 seconds left. They called a charge in like the backcourt. Didn't really think it was. I guess the arm extended a little bit, but I think they were just trying to make it close. And
it's that 2K bullshit.
it's that 2K cheese, man.
That Harrison Ingram's game is kind of funky.
It's funky for sure. I
Yeah,
think people don't realize like how big he is. He's like a solid 6'8", probably 230. He's a
he's
big dude.
strong.
Yeah.
Like Filipowski was trying to move him on the block. I saw like when they got matched up on a switch or something, and he could not move him.
No, the thing about Ingram that I like is he doesn't try and do too much. So he does his little crossover, and then like if that's not there, if he doesn't have a layup, he gets rid of it. He's not trying to be something he's not. But he gets so low on his drives, which he's a really strong dude, and he doesn't stand straight up. So like he's hard to guard, and he just does the little things right, the rebounding, just the right plays. He's gonna get drafted.
You think?
I think so. I think he's played
But
his way into not necessarily first round pick, um, but he'll play in the NBA.
well, he rebounds great for a guy that's only 6'8".
Right. He's just got a motor.
And that's what they were talking about on that Sleep Hawk Worldwide podcast. That the guy that's not Tyler Hansbrough is talking about how he thinks Harrison Ingram's going to end up playing in the NBA.
I think he'll play in the NBA. Now, I hope he comes back and plays another year because I think he's
Yeah.
a junior right now.
You think Bacon will come back for his 22nd year?
Who?
Bacon.
I don't think Baycott has any more years. I think this was his 6th,
They'll figure it out.
or maybe it was his 5th. I don't know, but
He's
um,
45, so
you know, Cormac Ryan is 25 and a half. Like he's almost 26.
where
He's
did he play?
literally,
He played Ivy League before you guys, right?
he went to Harvard, then he went to Notre Dame. Or no, it was Stanford, not Harvard. He was at Stanford, then he was at Notre Dame. Graduated from Notre Dame last year, which I think was his super senior year, his 5th year, and I think this is his 6th year.
So he got like a COVID year or whatever.
He's used his COVID year this year, but I mean, a guy like him very well could have redshirted his freshman year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then Ingram played at Stanford as well. He just transferred from Stanford.
Cormac Ryan will have a nice overseas career.
That, or he'll just be a hell of an analyst one day.
Nah, yeah, I bet he knows game.
Yeah, that dude, he knows how to play basketball for sure. Like very high basketball IQ. Just he's 6'5" white dude. They don't get tons of chances when you.
You know who stuck out to me just watching that condensed game was Withers. He looked like he had a couple big impact plays.
Withers this is his sophomore year, I think. He's a big dude, but he's just real wiry and long. He doesn't do well when people really attack his chest. But next year is his time. He's a good face-up guy, which we haven't had since like Bryce Johnson, really.
Shout out Bryce Johnson, former Los Angeles Clipper.
Yeah, yeah. Clipper legend.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I heard.
but
Him and Keith Kloss. Look
yeah,
that up.
yeah, I'll have to Google that one.
Jack
Um,
put 60 on.
but
I don't know why he caught a stray right there. I'm sorry, Keith Kloss. That was
yeah,
unnecessary.
Keith is just sitting there minding his own business, and all of a sudden,
I mean, we know he's watching.
he's definitely watching.
Yeah.
Probably driving to work tomorrow morning listening to this. But uh, yeah, we're gonna be solid. Um, Cadeau is gonna be good. I think Elliot Cadeau, the point guard. If
He
he
looks like he
figures
can
out how
finish.
to shoot anything other than a layup, he's gonna be solid.
Yeah, he looks like he can finish good around the rim.
He's super quick,
Gets
super
it, gets it high off the glass.
yeah, high off the glass, super quick. Um, so speaking of college basketball players, we have a little bit of a suggested segment by one of our numerous fans. Um, and this dude is kind of taking the mid-major scene by storm, right?
Absolutely.
Robbie Avila, he's a sophomore, 6'10", 240 pounds, averaging 17 and a half points per game, 6.6 rebounds, and 3.8 assists. Um,
He's listed at 240. He's bigger than that.
you think? I mean, he's a solid dude.
I mean,
Um,
he's 6'10", right?
he's 6'10".
I I weigh 245, and I feel like the way he looks, I'm like, he's got to be bigger than that.
Yeah, the thing that I see is like his legs don't seem like very. He kind of looks like wiry in his legs and arms, but his midsection, he's packing it on in there.
Yeah, he doesn't have those Caproni calves. That's
No,
for sure.
no, he doesn't. A blessing and a curse,
That's true.
but he doesn't get quite the bitches that you get.
Who does?
I will say he's the only 6'10" D1 college basketball player that doesn't have a dunk in their highlight tape. Gotta be.
I watched his midseason highlights and just got some numbers. He's in the 91st percentile in points per possession when he posts up. He's in the 93rd percentile points per possession on catch and shoot threes. And he's 80th percentile when he's the roll man or the pop man.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
legit.
he's got a well-rounded game.
Yeah, he really can do it all. I really liked like his when he rolls the basket and catches it at that like elbow area, like he's scoring.
Yeah, I mean he's too strong.
Yeah,
And when he posts up, I mean he's good at position. Like if somebody fronts him,
for sure.
they're getting pushed up to the free throw line and he's scoring.
hmm Um, I will say, you don't do a whole lot of jumping when in your highlight tape you have a goaltend called against you.
Yeah.
That's one of your points is a goaltend. Um,
I
there's
don't
no
know.
way. I don't know if he's jumped over 6 inches off the ground the whole year.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I mean, he's killing. I think. I mean, they're 28-5. Um, they got a real chance to get an automatic bid in the tournament. I mean, I don't know if they will, but
I mean, Mountain Valley Conference, though, I mean, they're probably going to have to win their tournament.
they're probably going to have to. But the tournament committee, they like these names, these stories. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's all subjective. I think I don't really think it's better for business if he's in the tournament.
yeah. I mean, like if you got a name like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, like
He had some other nicknames that I thought were hilarious. Larry Nerd,
Larry Nerd is funny.
Steph Blurry.
That is funny. That's
I
really
saw that and I was like, God
Steph
damn, that's a
Blurry
good one.
was crazy. Steph Blurry, yeah, he doesn't pass the eye test. I'm not gonna. I mean, the glasses for one, like at least get. I don't know. Don't are they just
Bro,
like regular glasses or are they the rec specs?
no, I think they're regular glasses. Well, they have to be rec specs. They
They're
have to be.
uniform, but like they're not goggles. They're like glasses up front. They might have a strap on the back,
Yeah,
but
he's got that uh when you're on the boat fishing strap on the back of his
oh, for
sunglasses.
sure, yeah, the go faster strap.
Yeah.
Um, he doesn't have like he's got tattoos, but they're not like I'm good at basketball tattoos. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me.
No, he honestly looks like he just jams out in his garage and slams Miller Lite.
Yeah, no, he looks like he is a chef at Buffalo Wild Wings, and he's got some wire Apple headphones, just like prepping the pico in the back.
Yeah, he's a dude in the kitchen talking about how he was good at basketball in high school, and then I say put some money on it,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
he destroys you. You're like, oh my god,
yeah. Yes, that's
this guy should
absolutely.
have played in the NBA.
Yeah. Um, he can do it all, man. I like watching him. I hope they
Yeah,
make
he's
the
impressive.
tournament. I really hope they make the tournament. And I hope they matched up against a big seed. I want to see them make a run.
Well, I want to see him play somebody his size because a lot of these mid majors don't have really big dudes.
Yeah, I mean he's a legit 6'10". Most
And
of mid majors just have a tall dude. They're like a freak athlete tall dude. They're not like strong.
yeah, you play one of these D1 schools that has a good weightlifting program, their big guys know how to bang. So
So honestly, he's got the four best nicknames I've ever heard in my life. Um, those are fucking awesome.
you
Um,
got you got some yeah, that's a good segue into some of our favorite sports nicknames.
yeah. Um, I mean, I'm kind of biased because King James is a great nickname. Um, just I don't know if that was self-proclaimed though. Do you think King James was self-proclaimed?
No, I don't know. I mean,
When
he's
did
also got the chosen one, which I think was self proclaimed.
you think? I mean, Sports Illustrated put that.
That's true.
I think that was Sports Illustrated's doing. I want to know if he had that tattoo before or after Sports Illustrated.
I mean, the two greatest basketball players of all time and three top fives. Like LeBron's got his nicknames. Michael Jordan's got Air Jordan, his airness, Black Jesus. Uh,
Like it's crazy.
Black Jesus is crazy. I don't even know if I'm allowed to call him that, but I know that's one of his nicknames.
Yeah.
Um, Kobe, Black Mamba.
Yeah.
But some of the ones outside of basketball that I really like, Ted Williams. You know who that is, obviously.
Yeah. Baseball player.
Teddy Ball Game.
Ball game is good. That's I mean, if your name is Ball Game, you're the real deal.
Teddy Ball Game. Babe Ruth, the Sultan of SWAT.
Yeah. Um, Not really in my vocabulary, but whatever. Sweetness, Walter Payton.
Oh, great one.
That's a hell of a nickname. And also, you just said it, the great one, Wayne Gretzky. Like you got to be legit to be the great one.
Well, yeah, and that one's undisputed. Like baseball, there's so many people you could talk about.
Yeah,
Basketball, there's a couple, but he is the greatest hockey player of all time. I don't think you can argue that. And we don't even know hockey. That's how good he is.
it's really not close.
I got a couple other ones. The human highlight reel, Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah,
The Hick from French Lick,
I don't know that one.
Larry Bird.
Oh, I knew that. I knew that.
Yeah, because he's from French Lick, Indiana.
Yeah,
And oh, there's so many. White chocolate.
right.
Pete
Jason.
Rose's nickname, Charlie Hustle. I like that one.
So I like that one. I think that's a hilarious nickname to give. Like if you're ever like coaching your kid's t-ball team or something like that, like just giving
Yeah.
one random kid Charlie Hustle nickname. Hopefully he doesn't grow up to be a gambling addict, but
That's the biggest sham in the history of sports that Pete Rose isn't in the MLB Hall of Fame.
absolutely. Um,
His
I mean,
his hits record will never be touched.
no, not even close. I can't.
And I believe him. I believe he was betting on his team to win.
I believe him too. Because you don't get that many hits if you're trying to lose.
Yeah.
But
Also, that's also because baseball has the worst commissioner in the history of sports.
for sure.
Fuck
Um,
that guy.
with
I gotta go with my favorite nickname real quick. The round mound of rebound, Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley, that one's good. Um, there's so many good ones. I mean, Magic Johnson is great. I mean,
That one's so good you forget his name is Irvin.
You forget his name is not Magic. Big Poppy's great. I mean,
Yep.
I think that one was probably given to him at like in fourth grade. But those are some of my favorites. The list can go on and on.
Yeah, I mean the captain.
Yeah, the captain, the admiral. I mean, Muhammad Ali, the greatest, um, which is, I guess, kind of arguable, but really not.
I mean, you can make a case for other people. That was back when boxing was like the biggest sport in the world.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Real deal Holyfield.
Yeah. Um, oh man, I can't think of the other boxer. Um, Sugar Ray Leonard, or is it
Sugar Ray Robinson, I think.
Robinson? Sugar Ray Rob. Yeah, one of them is not a boxer though.
No, they're both boxers. Wait, I think they both might be boxers.
I gotta Google it. I for some reason I think it's Sugar Ray Leonard.
We're stepping out of our comfort zone here. We got to get back to basketball.
Fuck. All right, I typed in Sugar Ray, and Sugar Ray Leonard and Robinson both popped up. Sugar Ray Leonard is a former professional boxer.
Sugar Ray Robinson for sure is.
Sugar Ray Robinson is also a professional boxer. I don't know who's the real Sugar Ray, but we got to figure that out.
Smokey Robinson.
Yeah. There's just infinite good nicknames, but with Black Jesus and Black Mamba, Black Jesus I understand because people think Jesus wasn't black, but Mamba, the snakes are black. Like, why can't we just say Mamba? Why we gotta say black? I gotta bring race into this.
I'm going to slowly move away from this conversation.
Probably smart. Probably smart. So, picks record. Um, I'm I'm 31 and 38, 31, 38 and 1 overall, 44%. So not really higher than I wanted to be. I was 43% last episode, so I went up a percentage point. But we're still working there. Had a kind of a rough night last night. I'm 5-5 in March, so I'm 50%. Kind of went a little crazy on my UNC Duke bets. I basically took the over on every single stat for Carolina player. And then I had a dumb live bet on Tennessee, Kentucky. Kentucky was up like 10 with 7 minutes left, and I just put like $5 on Tennessee to win money line. I should have took their live bet spread, because I would have won that, but I didn't. But that's my picks record.
Right now, I'm 30, 26, and 2. I'm at 53%. The two bets that I talked about last episode, Duke minus 6.5 versus NC State, I hit. Baylor minus 7.5 versus Texas, I hit. They won by 8, so that was a close one. The only other bet I did this week was I took Syracuse plus 10 against Clemson, and of course we lost by fucking 15. So pretty much we're out of the tournament unless we win the ACC tournament, which we won't. But maybe we get an NIT bid.
Well, I was looking, and that kind of moves us into our best bets. I don't really have any best bets for the week because we don't really know who's playing yet. Like Syracuse plays the winner of Louisville and NC State in the ACC tournament. I think that's a good draw for you guys. I think you'll probably get NC State, but you've beaten NC State at least once. I want to say you swept them this series. But
we definitely beat them the last time we played them, and we beat Louisville the last time we played them.
Yeah, Louisville's pretty trash.
Yeah, they're not great. But the teams always fucking, this time of year, they always play outside themselves. So
yeah, I don't see Louisville doing that. I think State plays Syracuse, and I think you guys win that in a little bit of a desperation. Like, NC State really has no chance of winning. They just don't have it. They got a couple good, decent guards, and then that DJ Burns dude as their center, who's good, but he can't win games for them, I don't think. And Syracuse, like, you guys are legit when you control the pace of the game. You just can't play too sped up, I think, is what gets you guys in problems.
yeah, we have a tendency to force threes and shit too. So
yeah, and
yeah, We got some ballers. I mean, Judah Mintz is legit.
He's
JJ
legit.
Spawn is good. Chris Bell is good.
You think Judah Mintz is gonna go to the draft?
Maybe
Was he a sophomore?
he's a sophomore. Yeah.
Yeah, I think with NIL money, like these people should just stay.
Yeah. I mean, because realistically, he doesn't shoot well enough from three to. I mean, that's not like attractive. He's not a huge guard.
Yeah, he's not gonna be a lottery pick.
No, he's a shot creator though. I mean, he's probably top 10 in the country in making shots, I think. He
Yeah,
makes tough ass shots. He's
yeah,
real shifty. I
yeah,
don't
real,
know. I
real
want him to
shifty.
stay. I mean,
Um,
we overperformed this year. We won over 20 games. I didn't think we were going to be that good. That's what's frustrating. We're right there on the cusp of making the tournament, and then you shit the bed at the end.
yeah, you've lost some bad games, which if you just wouldn't have lost those games, you'd probably be on that cusp of like Clemson level, where Clemson's going to get an automatic bid. So you and Clemson very well could have swapped spots. I feel like. I think you guys have to at least make it to like the semifinals. Um,
Yeah,
to
we got to make noise.
and you probably have to beat. I don't really remember the bracket, but you're
We'll
gonna
play Duke if we win.
you'll play Duke,
Yeah,
and that's gonna be a tough draw because Duke is gonna be pretty upset about this Carolina loss, and they're gonna come into the tournament ready to play.
we don't have anybody that can guard Filipowski anyway.
No,
And they're I mean, they shoot good too. So
they do.
and McCain
Um,
can shoot.
yeah, I don't know why that kid paints his fingernails, but
Who gives a fuck? If I was that good, I'd paint my fingernails.
yeah, whatever. To each his own. Like he can paint his fingernails if he wants. I'm gonna think it's weird because it's interesting. Um, but
He's,
whatever,
his
man. If that's what
fingernails are-
helps him play good, he can play good and paint his fingernails.
yeah,
Um,
I think it's one of those things where he's in such a rhythm with that.
yeah,
If he doesn't do it, he'll probably play like shit.
yeah. It's like a
Superstition.
superstition type deal. Like he probably gets a pedicure or a manicure before every game. He's got them soft hands though. I know that.
I mean, he gets you 12-0 every time.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but UNC plays the winner of Virginia Tech and FSU. I really hope we don't draw FSU because we're coming off a big Duke win. We partied like just won the national championship. Like they were out there on Franklin Street, just probably, you know, celebrities out there. You know what I mean? And Florida State's good. We've struggled with Florida State both matchups this year. We've won both, but we've struggled. And uh, I really don't want to lose in our first game of the ACC tournament.
Yeah, that would be pretty whack.
But we get through that one, and I like our chances. I'd like to win the ACC tournament, but obviously we're already probably locked in for a 2 seed in the tournament. If we win the ACC tournament, we might slide into 1, depending on how Tennessee does in their SEC tournament. Um, I think Carolina's a better team than Tennessee, but Tennessee's solid, and they got Connect, who everybody fucking is drooling over Connect. I mean, he dropped 40 last night against Kentucky. Like he's legit.
Yeah, and Kentucky's solid.
Kentucky is. They've been up and down. They can't play a lick of defense, but they can put up 100 points. 100 points like it's nothing.
That one kid's pretty solid. I think he comes off the bench, Reed Shepard.
Yeah, so I think they moved him into the starting lineup, but he's probably going to be a lottery pick, and that dude can shoot it.
I mean, he's going to make a solid 13-4 guy in the NBA.
Yeah, like a JJ Redick or honestly Klay Thompson esque. You can't play defense like Klay Thompson, but
Oh yeah, I think that's what separates Clay when you talk about other shooters. That he's, for 10 years, one of the best, if not the best, shooting guard defender in the league.
right, and Klay Thompson could put the ball on the ground and get to the rim, but he's just so good at catching and shooting, like catch and shoot shot that he doesn't have to, and I think people forget. But Selection Sunday is next Sunday, so I'm really looking forward to a bracket. We should get into like a bracket challenge type thing.
Yeah, we should. I'd love to dominate that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind winning that. Just put it on my picks record that I'm, you know, champ of tournament challenge.
I
I
think we
might
should.
I
I think
might
we should
go
do
under.
a separate thing for our picks. Like, see,
Good idea.
obviously, if we get in a tournament challenge, we'll do that. But just to kind of see where we're at.
Yeah, like pick a whole bracket and like we'll
Yeah,
keep track of our actual picks and what our record is. That'd be cool. Um, so it's getting to springtime, right? Getting a little spring cleaning, spring fever, and starting to finally get warm here. I don't know what the weather's like for you guys, but it's been sunny and 65, 70 degrees and kind of makes you like want to get outside and do stuff. So we're thinking about doing some projects around. We are homeowners. Uh, we're just better than people that rent. It's just a fact.
that's true. Fuck poor people.
Yeah, poor people that rent their homes. Um, we're starting to garden. So we planted some seeds today. We got a little like we call it like a greenhouse. It's like a greenhouse starter kit. It's not an actual greenhouse. It's just basically like a plastic thing you let the seeds incubate in. Um, and then once they start,
Till they sprout or
they'll,
whatever.
yeah, they sprout. And then I'm gonna build some like raised garden beds, I think. Um, and that way, like bad weather, we can move them into the garage for the night or whatever we may do with it. But try the garden deal. Um, we got some peppers, tomatoes, cilantro, squash, and some like regular flowers and stuff. And then obviously, I'm gonna try and get my backyard to not look like a baseball infield. Because right now, you could do a round of infield outfield in my backyard. Um,
Go out there and play some pepper.
we could honestly, we really could. So I got a little seed spreader. So I'm gonna be out there with my seed spreader. I'm gonna put some hay down and actually be able to water it this time. So I'm looking forward to that.
We got some. Actually, yesterday or 2 days ago, I removed the guest bathroom vanity, and we're getting a new one installed tomorrow, and a new toilet in the master bathroom. That's not like me doing shit. I mean, I did the demo, but then a plumber's coming in and hooking up the rest of this shit.
Yeah, probably smart. Probably smart.
I mean, I can install a toilet, but why?
I mean, you could install a toilet,
I have.
but if you install the toilet, when, not if, but when it starts leaking,
You're only saying that because it's already happened.
it's already happened. Yeah.
I
Uh,
fixed the leak.
you fixed it, but it did leak. And the thing about a plumber is like if they do it and it fucks up, like they're insured.
Yeah.
So uh, you'll be able to be like, hey man, you fucked up my plumbing. Make this right. So that is the good thing about using a plumber.
And we're gonna do a couple of things in the yard. We have those big potted plants we're gonna take back outside because I think the freezing period is over.
Yeah, it should be.
I'm gonna replant. I have to remove the old tomato plant because they're only, annuals or perennial. No, annuals. Yeah, they're only one time. They only fruit one time. But we got like 40 tomatoes off of that in 1 year. So something about the soil by the fence, I guess it's just good for tomatoes. Something you should do with your tomatoes that I read and it worked out well, like put banana peels in the soil when you plant it.
You think just tomatoes or you thinking all veggies?
I specifically read something about tomatoes. It's something to do with like the antioxidants in the peel
Yeah.
help, like they expedite the growth process in the tomatoes or some shit.
Yeah, probably something about the pH level in the soil. I don't know if I'm going to dig that much into the pH level because I just want to see the things grow.
It is cool when you can be like, oh, I grew that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a little homesteader. Sammy's making bread. We're growing veggies. Might get some cows. Start roaming the baseball field in the back.
It would probably help grass grow with them shitting everywhere.
Yeah, my neighbor has goats and stuff like that. Maybe I'll just go scoop up some of the shit in his backyard and throw it all in my yard.
Little capronis out there.
Little cabronis. Yeah, probably like standing on cars and shit. Um, but I want a fence, but I think we're gonna take we're gonna take an L on a fence this spring. We might do it, like implement it next spring. We'll probably have renters in here by that time, but I think it will increase the property value by having a fence.
And if anything, I mean, if it gets too pricey, you can always just go natural border, plant some bushes and trees and shit.
True, true. I thought about that. So in the back, like our backyard, the very back in the spring and summer, we have trees back there and it fills up. So it's like a natural border between our backyard
Yeah.
and next door neighbors. But yeah, man. So that's wrap for my spring projects. I believe you have a multi-sport athlete that you'd like to talk about, right?
Yep. All right. Brian Jordan. He played at Richmond College in Virginia,
Uh-huh.
inducted into the Richmond Hall of Fame. He played 3 years of football, 3 years of baseball. Is the career leader in punt returns and punt return yardage at Richmond. Third on the list in interceptions. He was a first round MLB draft pick by the St. Louis Cardinals in 1988, and also a seventh round draft pick of the Buffalo Bills.
Interesting.
He, while he was in the minor league system, so 88 through 91, he was in the farm system for the Cardinals. Gets cut by the Bills, gets picked up by the Atlanta Falcons, plays 3 years with the Falcons. 91 is a Pro Bowl alternate, leads the team in tackles, then gets offered a $1.7 million signing bonus by the Cardinals to stop playing football and play baseball full time. He takes it, ends up being a all-star in 99 with the Atlanta Braves, so he played for the Falcons and the Braves. For his career, he hit 282, 184 home runs, 821 RBIs. In 1996, he had a 422 average with runners in scoring position, which was the Cardinals' all-time record until 2013. In 1996, he led the majors in batting percentage with the bases loaded. So he's a solid player.
Yeah, he's legit. I mean, you don't really see too many people that play two sports professionally, especially at a pretty high level. Um,
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
it's impressive.
football career was cut short just because baseball seemed like the better option, I guess, to him. But me personally, if I was a Pro Bowl alternate and still coming up through the farm system, it'd be tough for me to make that decision.
Yeah, it would be tough, but baseball money is just a little bit different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, he played from 92 to 2006 in the majors. So you have a longer shelf life as a baseball player than an NFL player.
Yeah, true. Just the toll that it takes on your body too. Um,
Yeah. I didn't mention he was a safety.
I kind of figured he was a DB of
Yeah.
some sort. I mean, you lead your team in tackles or in interceptions and tackles. You're probably a safety in some sort.
And he was an outfielder when he was a baseball player.
Yeah, probably fast. Probably fast.
That's all I got.
All right, brother. Well, I think it was a solid episode. I'll hit you up in a little bit.
All right. I'll talk to you.
All right. Peace.